Hey Divas, this is your girl Hawaii Nanny coming to you with a... Let me shut off my television so I can talk about turn it on.
I was internally torn.
This is a video. I know I've never done this before, but I want to talk about the special day of my son's birthday and what it means to celebrate all my kids' birthday, and they are all my babies. I love each and every one of my kids. Malik, who's my oldest, who is autistic, has come a very long way to be where he's at. He's in 4th grade. He's the A and B student, doing really well in his special need class, and I'm very proud of him. It has been a storm with my son school-wise. First, it was a discipline at the school problem. It was all this chaos with him not listening to the teacher. But see, they didn't know the factor of his disability at the time. They diagnosed him in mid-May of 2011. He already had a speech development delay that he was being worked on with that at school. That was diagnosed in Hawaii in around 2007 or 2006, around that time frame, around that time frame when he started school. Well, the meaning of this video is very special because my son's birthday is today. Let me also go back and talk about my little brother. May he rest in peace. Celebrated a birthday in December himself. He was born December 10th, I believe, 1985. He died at 12 years old. He was ADHD. He had a disability. He didn't have a speech delay, but he had a disability as far as he had to have Ritalin all the time. It had to be a mandatory situation. But besides the bad things, he was a wonderful kid. He was a wonderful kid brother, and I loved him so much. He still comes to me in my dreams. He still talks to me in my dreams. He lets me know things, just like my grandmother. They come to me in certain different kind of ways, and they just visit me in my dreams. It's like if they were still alive. Well, I don't want to make this an emotional video, but it might get there because I'm very proud of my kids. I mean, right now our living status is very poor, living in a small apartment, but I'm grateful for what God has blessed me with because I'm not living on the streets and I have family around me. But I don't want to depend on them because I know that we gotta crawl before we walk. We've been through some good times and we've been through some bad times. Right now it's just trying to get an apartment, a house to be able to have my kids, so my kids can have their own rooms. 5 kids is a great deal of work, but I do not regret any day of having my children. I'm blessed that I have my husband, who is their father, who is their biological father, to be in my life and married to me. What I'm saying in this video is that I'm very proud to be a mom. I thank my kids when they disobey me because, see, there is one child of my 5-year-old son who is becoming a little out of character right now with mama. He's getting very how would I say this? He's being bad. He wants attention, and I can give him attention. I got other kids I give attention to, but mama gets very frustrated and very tired. Most of you moms know you do that. You all have your moments. We all have our moments when we yell at our children and we get upset. I do that. I'm not perfect, but I would not harm a hair on their head. Now, spanking and beating is a different story. I spank my children's bottoms because I say, you know what? I love you, but I'm not going to hurt you ever in my life. I will be here to protect you if I could with the Lord's prayers, with the Lord's help. But you're not going to run me. You're not going to hurt me. I gave birth to you. You're my son. You are my blood. And that's just the way I see it. But we're not going to talk about the things that steps in as mother. I love my kids. I've had issues with my kids. I'm not perfect mom. I love my babies. I make mistakes. But I take care of my kids. So does my husband. He does bust his ass working every day. 7 days, 6 days a week. How would I say? 5 days a week, sorry. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yeah, 5 days a week. And his weekends off. And let me say that I'm very proud of my little boy. I get frustrated with them sometimes because they fight, they argue. That's what boys do. But let me just tell you guys this. I love my baby boys. I do. I'm very proud of you, Malik. I saw your faults. I saw your downfall. I saw you getting upset every time you don't get to play the game. He loves video games with a passion. And he can beat just about almost every game. That's what I think. Being autistic does not stop his abilities to win a game or make it A or B. I myself was in special education classes. I did not know that until I was in 6th grade. Well, I got put it in 6th grade, put in special need classes in 6th grade. It did not stop me, but I still got that special education diploma. And I'm not ashamed of it because I know that I needed help and I had a disability myself as well as my mom. And I'm taking, observing my children as they get older to make sure that they're okay. But I want to say that I'm very proud of you, son. I love you. I love all of you boys very much. And I want to say happy birthday. Today is your birthday, and I want to continue to celebrate it with all my Almighty Father in heaven blessing me with you guys. God knows I'm not perfect, and I do have my faults, and I say things like ugly things. But this man above is awesome, and I give you glory, God. I give you glory. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Father, for all of my kids, and I love my kids. I love all of my kids. My baby. I got to remember the day of birth. He was born December 28th, 2002. My husband had just finished coming. He's getting ready to come home from deploy. Because when he left, I was about 6 weeks. And when he came back, I was 9 months. I was there. I was 36, 37 weeks. And he made it back December the 8th. And Malik came the 28th. And the number 8 has a special meaning because my husband came home the 8th of December. I picked him up from the air, from the, when he picked up the military guys, when all the husbands were coming from deployment. I picked him up in the Air National Guard. I think it was around about 7 or 8 o'clock. We went home to our it wasn't a new house, but it was a house that I just moved in because I had issues with the apartment that I lived in. And my dog and all that. I had a dog at the time. And planning on getting another one with the good Lord's help. But we get a house. But what I'm saying is the meaning, number 8 has a special meaning in the number 3 as well. I can say that we have a very attachment with each other. Me being born on November 3rd and my husband being born June 28th. And my stepson, who is my husband's oldest son, he stays in Tennessee. His birthday is June 3rd. I'm November 3rd. My second oldest is February 3rd. My son, the one's birthday is the 28th of December. My husband's birthday is June 28th. My other son was born the 24th, almost the 23rd, the 24th, and May. And I had another one born the 30th, my youngest child. And I had one born on the 23rd of June. It's just so special because you can remember those moments, guys. You can remember each and every moment of their birth. And I remember being pregnant with my oldest son, and I was so happy being pregnant with my first child because we prayed for that baby. My husband predicted I was pregnant, and I told him I did not believe him, but he said I was, and I was. So he told me that I was pregnant, and I was. But I don't want to make this a long video. I just want to share with you, to my son, my baby brother, who has a very similar attachment. Because I tell you, my baby brother and my son look exactly alike. If I had a picture of him right now, I think I'm going to post a picture real soon of Edward Jr. His name is David. We called him Edward Jr. They had the same birthday month. My oldest boy does not like fireworks. Does not like the sound of fireworks. He runs from them all the time. And he don't like water too much in his face. But he's been trying to get used to it. My baby brother, who loved playing with firecrackers. And he happened to love to swim when he lost his life due to drowning. I think there's a reason my baby boy does not like the fact that he likes water in his face, because I feel like they have a spiritual connection, a reincarnation, if that makes sense. That's what I believe in. I believe that my little brother is reincarnated in my son. But I take this as a blessing from, because my little brother and I were close. Oh, and he was close with my baby brother. I know he was a troublemaker, but I love that little boy to death. And he was gone too soon. But let me say I'm proud of him anyway, regardless if he's not with me in physical, but he's here with me in spiritual. He's also my son. I'm going to go and I'm going to get my thoughts together, but I want to say to my baby, happy birthday from Mama and Daddy and your brothers. We love you. We are proud of you. And God bless you, son. I love you. And may the Lord, my Father in heaven, protect all of my kids from any evil doing or anybody to harm them. And to all of you guys, thank you for all the lovely birthday wishes. He is so happy you sent those to him. He was tired. But I'd say God is good all the time. Thank you and have a wonderful day. And Happy New Year's.